Good day to you, dear friends of Classical Archives. My name is Fernando Sor, born in Barcelona in 1778, in a Spain whose melodies, dances and traditions seeped into my imagination from an early age. Though my family encouraged a military career, the guitar called to me more insistently than any regiment. Its voice, intimate, expressive, and unmistakably Iberian, became my companion through countries, upheavals, and changing fortunes. I first gained recognition as a composer for the stage, writing operas and ballets, and even a patriotic hymn during the war against Napoleon. But history has its own plans, and political circumstances eventually led me away from my homeland. I spent years in Paris, then London, and finally Moscow, always finding that wherever I went, people were eager to hear what this modest six-string instrument could say when treated with seriousness and imagination. Along the way, I met and admired colleagues whose talents shaped European music. In London, I worked in the same vibrant musical circles as Muzio Clementi, whose intellect and artistry impressed me deeply. During my time in Paris, I enjoyed the company of Luigi Cherubini, a formidable figure whose discipline and craft were both daunting and inspiring. And in Moscow, I collaborated with the celebrated ballerina Félicité Houlin, creating works for the stage that allowed me to explore a different dramatic palette. But always I returned to the guitar. I felt it deserved a literature as noble as any written for the piano or violin. I devoted myself to refining its technique, expanding its expressive range, and proving that the instrument could sing with sophistication rather than mere charm. My Méthode pour la guitare was the fruit of these efforts. Not just a manual of technique, but a distillation of my philosophy about artistry, clarity, and musical purpose. I spent the last years of my life in Paris, teaching, composing, and observing with quiet satisfaction how the guitar was gaining stature across Europe. In 1839, in that same city, my life came to its close, far from Barcelona, yet surrounded by friends, students, and the instrument that had carried my voice farther than I could ever have traveled alone. Thank you for listening and for allowing the sound of the guitar to reach you today.